First, I'd like to start with a series of questions that were from the questionnaire, and I believe they can be answered with yes or no. You did not answer them thusly in the questionnaire, but I think they can be easily answered with yes or no. The first one is question 35. Would you ever ask, encourage, or support an intelligence professional adjusting his or her assessment to avoid criticism from the White House or political appointees?
No.
Would you ever change or remove content in an intelligence assessment for political reasons or at the behest of political leadership?
No.
Question 39, would you consider an individual's personal political preferences to include loyalty to the president in making a decision to hire, fire, or promote an individual?
No.
And question 39B, do you commit to exclusively consider professional qualifications in IC personnel decisions without consideration of partisan or political factors?
Yes.
C of 39, if you were to receive credible evidence as DNI that an individual was undermining IC objectivity and furthering a political agenda, would you immediately remove that individual?
Yes.
And D, will you or any of your staff impose a political litmus test for IC employees?
No.
And finally, if confirmed, would you reassure your workforce that loyalty tests are not allowed with the IC?
I would.
And if such occurs, would you commit to informing Congressional Intelligence committees and immediately stopping such efforts?
I would.
Thank you. Next question. Can you give me a case where you have ever publicly differed with this president?
Yes.
Please do, briefly.
Example I can think of most recently was, I think it was October, the president's decision to withdraw troops from Syria. There was a resolution considered regarding that issue that I supported, that I think was referred to by some as a rebuke of the president. I think I'm right on the specifics of that.
Any other incidents?
I'm sure there are. I don't recall any as I'm sitting here.
In your position as a member of the House Intelligence Committee or as the nominee for DNI, have you seen any intelligence that finds with high confidence, or any confidence for that matter, that the coronavirus originated in a lab in Wuhan rather than the market?
I have not.
Thank you. You testified.
Can I?
Go ahead.
I only wanted to caveat in the sense of, because of the pandemic, I want to say that the last classified briefing I had was sometime in, it's been a while since I've had a classified briefing on the coronavirus pandemic. That's the only thing I wanted to caveat.
That's the answer that I gave this morning myself.
Okay.
And you, like me, you have not seen any intelligence product that indicates.
I have not.
Thank you. You took the oath this morning from the chair and said you will agree to appear and share information with the committee. Will you appear before this committee if the president or an official in the White House tells you not to?
Of course.
And you will bring us, I think there's been some discussion of the worldwide threat hearing. You will,
so I'm not, again, not caveat, we say,
you gave the right answer. If I were you, I wouldn't qualify.
then I'll just leave it alone. But the point was, I want to make sure we were talking about to appear in connection with a worldwide threat hearing.
No, I'm talking about just generally. If this committee requests your attendance to testify and the White House says do not go, will you honor the oath you took this morning?
I will. I'm sorry. I want to make sure that I understood the question properly.
Thank you. The president has stated that he feels that so-called enhanced interrogation, such as waterboarding, has value and produces valuable results. John McCain has said repeatedly that it does not. Who do you agree with, McCain or the president?
I follow the law. Always follow the law. And so what
you
the law says...
You believe that waterboarding is a violation of the anti-torture law?
My understanding that the law makes clear in several places that torture is illegal, and that would be the finding, I think, in the Army field manual And
So this has nothing to do with your personal opinion. You're simply saying, I'll follow the law, but if the law was changed to allow waterboarding or other forms of torture, would you say that was okay?
I think the obligation that I have, Senator, is to follow the law. The Constitution and law of the country is the oath that I take in any role, as DNI, as a member of Congress. I mean, I don't want to get into policy decisions about which the DNI should not be involved in. I'm a policymaker now, but you're considering me for a role where I would not be making policy, or I would follow the law as legislators create laws, or as the Supreme Court interprets those laws.
Thank you. One final question. If you were running for re-election and your campaign manager shared polling data, which included crosstabs and detailed information about where your campaign stood with an agent of a foreign government, would you believe that was okay?
No.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Congressman Ratcliffe, congratulations on your nomination.